right, look, I only got a couple minutes here, so I'm going to make this quick as I possibly can. And I'm not perfect, okay? Only Lord knows how imperfect I am. As evidenced by my admittance to some speculation in a second. That you're going to understand what I mean when I say that. But I make mistakes. I say things I shouldn't say. I do things I shouldn't do. It's what makes us human, right? So I definitely don't condone this person, or I don't hate this person for what he said, but I just want to advise a word of caution for people when we are just labeling accusatory, just making accusatory presumptions for players when there's a literal lifetime of evidence suggesting everything to the contrary. Okay, Dak Prescott, quote, quit. That was the segment from a show on Fox Sports 1. Okay, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about right here. But when I was forthcoming about my speculation, right? Why did I speculate that Dak Prescott may not play another game this season? Here's why. Okay. Reason number one, if he leaves a game of that magnitude with a hammy, I know it's bad. Reason number two, there's little left to play for this season if they don't win over the next 2 to 4 games in his absence. They're already 3-5. They already are looking at no worse than a top 10 pick with all the other injuries that they've got going on top of now the most important position. This season's done, y'all. I think all of us who are paying close enough attention, we know this. Right? But to question the toughness of a player, like I said, who is exemplified over and over again to be anything but, right? To play the quarterback position at a high level in college, you got to be pretty tough, right? To play the quarterback position for America's favorite team to hate, the team under the largest microscope in all of sports, I would argue, you got to be pretty tough. Okay? To play the quarterback position at a pretty high level, at any level of competition, after the death of your best friend and your mother, you got to be pretty tough. To play the quarterback position at a really high level, say what you want about the postseason, okay? After the death of your brother, unexpected suicide, to play the position admirably after that, under the microscope that Dak Prescott's under, you got to be pretty damn tough. You definitely can't quit. Right, to play the quarterback position at an admirably high level after snapping your leg in half 4 years ago. You got to be pretty tough. Definitely can't quit. To play the quarterback position at an admirably high level, just a couple years removed from admitting, after all these other outside circumstances in your life, football be damned, you're dealing with some mental health things, naturally speaking, because, once again, we are human. The sports psychology involved in everything, and what Dak has consistently had to overcome throughout his career, should not be overlooked here. And that's all I'll say about that. Now let's get to this video that I'm talking about. And here's the post. Cowboys fan talk. Since I'm already here, I'm just going to read it right here. As the Cowboys weigh in on Dak Prescott's IR status, sources tell me the initial diagnosis is a partial avulsion of his hamstring tendon, which is partially torn off the bone. I'm told it typically takes more than a 4-week recovery. Yeah, absolutely it does. Look no further than Tyron Smith in 2022, guys. He missed 14 weeks. I'm told it typically takes more than a 4-week recovery. In some cases, they let it scar over, repair, and then strengthen. With that being said, Prescott is seeking other opinions, which is why there is currently reluctance to place him on IR or make any determinations about a timeline for return. I should have prefaced this entire video here that you just clicked on at the beginning, so I apologize for that. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes really quickly, and I got to get out of here. Got to make my bath for my 2 daughters, Their ETA is in 14 minutes. So I have a couple minutes left here. Most Cowboys fans have seen this by now, but if you're a member of a fan base of any other team, maybe this escaped your timeline. But here we go. Without further,
we know when dudes is hurt and really can't go, and we know when dudes is messing.
That's not the one that I want y'all to see. Well, 1 second here. Let's back that one up. Here we go.
Oh, hold on, James.
Wait. Whoa. Say it with your chest.
I need some proof. I need some evidence.
Like tapped out? Like
we in the chokehold, and they said, you just said that quick.
And it's crazy because, like,
I've been there, though.
It ain't even, like, funny, though. Like, my man quitting on these dudes. I've had a hamstring plenty of times.
Crazy.
And I'm back the next week. I'm not Tyreek Hill. It don't take no 4 weeks for you to heal from no hamstring. You're not Lamar Jackson. You're not Jalen Hurts. You're not running. Where are you running to? You're not running. 4 weeks. Basically put me on ice for 4 weeks, right? No fight, no nothing. Hey, man, I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll be back in a week. This is a hamstring for a quarterback that's not explosive at the quarterback spot. They tried to hold me out. I said, who I'm running away from? I've been 4'5", 4'6". I'm going to stay 4'5", 4'6" with a bad hammy. So I'm going out here playing. Dak Prescott, with the way the season is going right now, we heard him on the sideline, what he said. Dak is quitting on these boys. You are not – is it off the bone or something? Because there's no way you're telling me that you're out 4 weeks with no answers, no nothing, no fight, no nothing for a hamstring, and you're a quarterback. There ain't no way. Drop back, get the ball out. Your hamstring don't got to be 100% at the quarterback spot. Dak Prescott is quitting on these boys, man. If I was on Dak's team and I seen him in the locker room, I would walk by him in the train.
You're right. No, you're right.
Good to see you, dog. And keep pushing.
Good morning.
I know.
Like that. Yeah.
We know. We've been in the facility. We know when dudes is hurt and really can't go, and we know when dudes is messing around.
So there you have it right there. Set aside whatever bias you may have entered this video with for a second with me, if you don't mind. Okay. James Jones knows better than this. But forgive me if I'm wrong when I speculate yet again that this is a sports program here, an entire network that is desperate for clicks and attention and will stop at nothing short of sin, seemingly, to get that. I digress. Prayer changes things, guys. I hope everybody's had a great week so far. Looking forward to unpacking the rest of the season with y'all. With or without Dak Prescott, with or without wins amounting to whatever is left in this season, whatever's left in store for us here. There's always things that need to be discussed because there's always things like this happening behind the scenes. Mass misinformation being spread. Okay. That's where people like myself, Voch Lombardi, you guys know the name, Skywalker Steel, Law Nation. That's where we come in, what we do. Your guy, Nix. That's why we're here. I really hope for Dak's sake that he doesn't try to come back too soon. Because for me, seems like for some people, I don't know if this was authentic or if this was just click, take, fake bait stuff that they're feeding James Jones. Okay. I don't know that. Only he knows that. But it seems like there is something left to prove as far as in the toughness and quit on your team. The Walter Payton Man of the Year caliber teammate. The MVP caliber teammate. The team captain teammate. from Dak Prescott to general public. I don't know. He has nothing left to prove to me. Do your organization, your fan base a favor, Dak, and let this one go. 2024. It is what it is. You were set up to fail from a front office that was ready to pack it all to start clean from a coaching staff and from a salary cap perspective. Retool and reload for 2025. Brand new coaching staff, like I said. Let this one go, Dak. One last thing really quickly, just for those who may not know, okay? The hamstring, even a mild grade hamstring strain, significantly hampers your ability to do anything physically, but it also, it affects your mentals, okay? Especially at the quarterback position. You know, you can't drive off that leg or anchor and rotate into it, depending on whichever leg it is, right? You can't be yourself. You can't be you. Okay? It is one of the foundational muscles of any form of athleticism, any sport that you could possibly think about going and playing. You need that hamstring, okay? So a lot of what James Jones is even saying in the first place is weird. It's senseless. It's foolish to me. Yes, does the quarterback position require less of those abilities, those the twitchiness, especially if you're more of a pocket passing player? Yeah. Still senseless, okay? And the last thing I want to do real quick, and I'm out of here. Because Twitter is my 24/7 outlet to really to say exactly how I feel, whatever I mean, if I don't have time to sit down and do a 20-minute video, right? This is just what I want people to hear, okay? In response to Jane Slater's report, i.e. Tyron Smith in 2022, who missed 14 games for a hammy torn off the bone. I speculated on Monday that Dak may not play again the rest of the year for two reasons. Reason number one, if he leaves a game of that magnitude with a hammy, I know it's bad. Reason number two, there's little left to play for this season. If they don't win for the next 2 to 4 games in his absence. Right now that this information is public, I'm very confident doubling down on my aforementioned speculation. And I'd also like to add one more thing. Right, those who question toughness and speculated quit should be ashamed of themselves. It's about nothing other than definitely not quit and toughness. It ain't about that. Okay. This is about doing the right team building thing, you know, and it's about organically tanking